first of all, thanks for shopping at Stew's. I appreciate it. I know you're a customer. Our turkey price is the same as last year. The other retailers that I've talked to, their prices are pretty much the same. I don't know where this 40% came from. Somebody picked that number out there. I would say right now, the mood of everybody in here, I just talked to a customer a minute ago and asked her, and she said, I feel the pressure right now at the holidays. It feels like it's a little more expensive. There's a lot of things that go into it. Your guest before mentioned packaging. Labor is another big cost. Our energy costs now, kilowatt hours, are up 30% for us. These are all pressures. We're just a family business here. And we're just we're on razor thin profit margins in the food business. We don't want to raise prices. Our prices at Stew Leonard's are the same as the last year if you were going to buy your Thanksgiving meal.
For Thanksgiving, Stu, it feels like people kind of go crazy in trying to figure out what turkey they want. I come from a family where I've had family members who will drive out to a farm because it's like this organic turkey that gets massages every Wednesday or whatever and makes it delicious.
Yeah.
It's a moment in time where people are obsessed with avoiding ultra-processed foods. Are things like organic, is that still important when people are buying a turkey? And are they still willing to pay up for the most premium offering?
Well, you know what? Look, most of the animals that we consume, it's what they eat. So one of the things about organic is the food is very regimented. There's no hormones added. There's no antibiotics ever used. They usually will be outside free range. So an organic turkey probably is the best, but you're going to pay for it. So we have at Stew Leonard's, we found a great turkey farm down in Pennsylvania, Jandel. We've been dealing with them for 30 years now. They've won all these awards for their breed. And they're free range. You see them outside right there. They're able to walk out and eat their diet from the grass, which is giving it great flavor. The other thing that's important, you can buy the best turkey in the world, but if you screw up on cooking it, okay, it doesn't matter what turkey, it's going to be dry. So you want to make sure you prep it really good. And if you want a little secret, Martha Stewart told me this. I asked her about the best way to do turkey. She slides a little butter under the skin. Okay, Is that cheating? But boy, what doesn't give great flavor to a turkey than butter?
One of the things I do is, Stu, I used to always stock up on my IPA beers when I was stopping by your Yonkers store. No longer do I drink the alcohol, but I'll pick up a can of Cycling Frog, and that makes everything taste better. Do you see that trend among others?
Hey, Matt, that's a huge trend right now and very controversial. Because, we're able to sell right now those sparkling waters with 5 milligrams of THC, and that law's changed right now. So there's pressure on this whole THC infused drink pressure, but it's exploding. And I think most people, instead of having maybe 2 martinis tomorrow at Thanksgiving, they might just have one because they got to drive and they'll have maybe a can of Cycling Frog, with THC in it.
Hey, Stu, I would also love to get your take on white label products versus the brand labels, because we've had earnings from some of the big brands. They have varied as to whether or not they've done well. What are you seeing at Stew Leonard's and what people are buying?
Well, that's a great thing. There is a shift to private label right now. As long as you have quality. And we're about 75% private label. Trader Joe's is hugely private label. You can see there's a lot of private label at Costco and many other stores. So, some people can get the manufacturer of the national brand the private label for them. And we do that a lot, too. So you can save 20% on your bill if you buy private label or white label, like you mentioned. The other thing you can do, here's another little secret. Ask your guests to bring some food over to your house. That'll lower your costs at your home. The other thing is try to cook it and prep it yourself at home rather than have our chefs at Stew Leonard do all the prep and put it together. Makes it easier for you, but, it's time. that you have to spend in money in the kitchen like that. And the last thing I'd say to save money is we have a lot of demos going on today at the store. Stay away from them because usually our sales double or triple. And you put that one more item in your shopping cart, that's going to increase your food bill. So stick to your shopping list. Stay away from impulse items and stay away from the demo.
I'm going to go ahead and refuse your advice on that, Stew. I'm going to taste every one of the demos that I find there. I got to ask you about the competition. You have a Lidl supermarkets moved into the U.S. Aldi already here. I'm noticing more and more. We did have a DiCicco's closed down. However you pronounce that.
Yeah, DiCicco.
Whatever. How is the competition for you guys right now? Is it heating up?
Hey, you know what? I don't know of a business. I get a lot of young people coming in. They're thinking of going into this industry, that. They're all competitive. Okay, you want to get into AI today, very competitive. So I grew up in the competition. Whole Foods did not exist when we began our journey. We've been doing this 100 years now at Stew Leonard. I think competition is good for you. You don't like it, but it's good for you. Makes you improve, makes you get better. I mean, yesterday we have a turkey dinner for 8 here at the store, and we compared that with one of our major competitors out there. We have to be better. We have to be fresher. It has to have better cooking instructions. So competition makes you better. Lidl, Aldi is opening. We have the Chicos. Costco's are opening up around us. Wegmans just opened up in Connecticut right near us. They're a great family chain. So you live with competition and you just fight to do a little better every day.
Stew, before we go, who's your friend?
This is my little buddy. Okay, I do these tours for the kids through the store. And this is my little lobster show. I tell them, this is my friend Charlie, and I got to pet him like that, and they love it. And then I usually will take these pinchers, don't really bother you that much,
right.
And I'll put my car keys in there or my something, and the kids will be able to hold it. But that's a nice big jumbo lobster. Hey, by the way, this price is the same as last year. And then here's another good one.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Matt, that's a big tomahawk steak right now. Our ranchers come back from the Midwest, and this is what they want is a tomahawk steak. And you know what? Here's a couple things that went down. Obviously, eggs are down about $1 a dozen right now. Another thing that's down, huge amount of butter is being used today and tomorrow in the country right now. That's down $1. Hey, you know what's up? Coffee. Coffee's up, but there's a drought in Colombia. It doesn't have anything to do with their cost so much, but Trump just relaxed the tariff on that, so you should see coffee prices coming down.
Hey, Stew, I just want to say we've got a producer writing in saying, pardon that lobster. Will you be pardoning your jumbo lobster friend there?
Hey, you know what? We have Senator Blumenthal coming in about an hour to pardon one of our turkeys, and we named it Butter Cone. And the reason is there's a trend on TikTok. We posted it. 18,000 people watched us make this. You know how you get an ice cream cone that's dipped in chocolate? Okay, this one's dipped in butter. Okay?
Wow.
And you put a little bit of salt on the top of it. So I'm going to have the senator taste this cone in about an hour or so and see what it's like. But you know what?
I hope.
It's like a crispy, crunchy outside, really smooth, great ice cream. The salt gives it a little bit of a tang to it. You got to try a butter ice cream.
I hope you don't regret that. I hope your cholesterol is in good shape, and Senator Blumenthal as well.
I was going to say, between that and the tomahawk, I'm ready for my arteries to be absolutely destroyed, Stew. Thank you so much for joining us. Always a true pleasure. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, Stew Leonard of Stew Leonard.
Thank you very much.